This week, pirates,
tiny robots,
and can boredom save your life?
This is the front page. Welcome to the front page, a show that brings you the top content of the week from the social news website Reddit.com. I'm Tyler Slayton.
I'm Neil Figuracion.
How's it going?
Spacey.
Spacey. It was a spacey week.
So much space.
Yeah, like...
There was like a red moon eclipse or something. Like,
what's the red moon? Did you see
I think
it?
werewolves or something were coming out.
You live in the city, so did you...
Yeah.
You could see it okay?
From inside my room, not looking at the sky, yeah.
All right, cool.
Like, the internet was a great
so you
source.
You didn't actually, like, lay eyes on it?
You're not going to
look
internet
at it.
did it.
I know, but you can't actually look at it again for another, like, 20 years.
Yeah, there were clouds or something, you know.
Yeah, I did. Like, right... Because it was, like, by me, it was, like, 9:22. It's, like, going to be full eclipse. And then, like, sure enough, clouds. Like,
I mean, there's some great photos on the internet of this thing.
It looked cool. I did see one thing that was kind of funny. That was, like, it was, like, everybody on Facebook right now. And the image was just, it was just a giant black screen with a tiny little red dot on it. Because that's what everyone's face. Like, I took a picture of the moon with my iPhone. I'm like, yeah, it looks terrible. Like, congratulations.
There's some good photos out there. But, yes.
Yeah, it was really cool. It was kind of cool that it was all not a global event, but like a national event.
And also Mars has water?
Mars got water!
Like, who knew that
you could swim on Mars?
Yeah.
That's exciting. I did think of something. Do you think someone at, I don't know if it's Paramount or Universal, like, has ins at NASA and was just like, hey, we got this movie The Martian coming out, and I heard you just found something on Mars. Could you wait till Monday to say that?
To promote?
We're going to do a cross thingy, like, you know, like maybe Matt Damon will comment on it.
So much,
it just
that
seems,
doesn't, yeah, okay.
It's perfect, like, it's galactic viral marketing, is what, maybe not galactic, solar system. I don't know what the word is.
I mean, you know, if we're actually reaching out to Venusians and Jovians, then that's Jupiter people.
Yeah, I know. I just don't know why you didn't say Martians.
Because they're on Mars.
Oh, we're not, so...
We're reaching out to the solar system. Anyway...
Oh, okay. I got you. So, yeah, so Venetians want to see...
Venusians.
Venusians?
Yeah.
I've always heard Venetians.
No, that's from Venice.
Oh.
Like people from Venezia.
I'm not a smart guy and I don't play one on the internet. So... Okay. But I do have a silly little internet show called The Front Page.
Oh, what is The Front Page?
We talk about the top stories of the week from the social news website Reddit.com. Would you like an example?
Sure.
All right. First story of the day. Submitted to the subreddit Pics by Pussy on Rye. Get it, girl. We start the show with some good news.
Okay.
The war on drugs is over.
Yay!
We did it. I shouldn't say we did it. This story is called "Cops Crack Down." September 24th, 2015. No selling of it's one of those like political signs. A lawn sign, whatever, and it says no selling of drugs on this corner by order of the Detroit Police Department.
Well, I mean, hopefully it's an effective sign.
Hey, I don't see any drugs being sold on that corner.
As far as I can tell from this one photograph.
So, I mean, really, they spent all that money on RoboCop, and all they needed was one little picket sign.
Yeah, and 4 movies of RoboCop.
4, and a terrible TV series.
There was a TV series?
Yeah, it was really bad.
Okay.
I think Did it have Peter Weller on it? I can't remember.
I don't know.
But no, it was really, I think it was like Sci-Fi Channel.
Rare.
Sci-Fi Channel.
Sci-Fi Channel does some good things, but...
No, but this is Sci-Fi Channel when it was spelled correctly.
Oh. Okay.
Because now they're Sci-Fi.
There's S-Y...
S-Y-F-Y. This was back when
I remember some good things on the old Sci-Fi Channel.
I remember a lot of movies with animals in the title. Which I would always stay up till like 5 in the morning and be like, well, I gotta see how Armadillo ends. It's about a killer armadillo.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's a real movie, but I bet it is.
So do you think that a sign like that would have worked on The Wire?
Only if it was being held by Omar or something. This is Detroit. Like, you're mixing your metaphors here. This is Detroit. There's other Detroit references like Motown and...
Yeah, but not with selling drugs that I can think of. No. I mean, I know there's drugs in Detroit because there's drugs everywhere.
There's not a lot of pop culture out of... That, like, takes place
in
Detroit.
Motown?
No, yeah. Obviously, there's like pop culture, like in reality, but
Kiss. No.
Like my mind immediately went to RoboCop. What's like the number 2 movie or TV show that takes place in Detroit?
Does RoboCop take place in Detroit?
Yeah, it's future Detroit.
Dr. Detroit.
What's that?
It's like I think it was a.
Does it have robots
Dan
or
Aykroyd
robot
movie?
cops in it?
It was a Dan Aykroyd like thing.
A Dan Aykroyd vehicle?
I think so.
Okay. So
I could be wrong.
All right. So yeah, RoboCop is the thing.
I think he was actually a pimp.
All right.
That's what I vaguely
Was he
remember.
a robot pimp?
Probably.
All right, that's cool. I'll watch that movie. Okay, we can move on to the next thing. I don't know why. I got very excited for the next story. One of our favorite subreddits, Today I Learned, submitted by Carlos Wiener. Believe it or not my favorite of the...
Of the Wiener family?
Well, no, he's obviously the alpha of the Wiener family.
Oh, okay.
He's my favorite. But no, not even my favorite username. Even though I like it, Carlos Wiener. It's funny. I think it's a Family Guy reference. Today I learned when kidnapped by pirates, a young Julius Caesar basically took charge of the ship, ordered his captors around, and even read them his poetry. So this takes place in the year 75. Julius Caesar was captured by Sicilian pirates who infested the Mediterranean Sea. When the pirates demanded a ransom of 20 talents, which I assume is some sort of...
That's money, gold.
It's a unit of currency. Oof. We're going to move on. Caesar burst out laughing, volunteered to pay 50, and then sent one of his followers to raise the money. For 38 days, Caesar joined the pirates in all their games and exercises, as if he was their leader instead of their prisoner. He also wrote poems and speeches, which he read aloud to them. And if any of them failed to admire his work, he would call them illiterate savages to their face, and would often laughingly threaten to crucify them. So, in conclusion, when the ransom arrived and he had been set free, Caesar immediately manned ships and set sail against the pirates. The pirates were quickly found, imprisoned, and later crucified. So, you get kidnapped, and you treat your kidnappers as if you're in charge now, and then joke to them like, "Hey, wouldn't it be hilarious if I crucified you?" And they're like, "You're so crazy, Caesar. Can't wait to get the money for you so you can leave." And then once you leave, you come back and go like, "Hey, remember that wasn't a joke. That was for real."
Well, emperors are known first of all for their chutzpah. Second of all, for just killing people if they felt like it.
Yeah, he's kind of the Walter White of ancient world. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm a dumb guy.
I'll give you that.
I read the Shakespeare thing, Et tu, Brute.
All right.
Which is my
yeah.
Oh, Et tu, Brute is my favorite throwaway joke. Whenever like someone's like busting your balls, and then like someone you wouldn't expect joins in, you say "Et tu, Brute," and
yes,
everyone laughs.
That's a rejoinder.
I like that one. All right, we can move on. This one's super. There's a lot of stories about really smart people. I think that's the theme of today's show. A lot of really smart people. This one it was submitted to the subreddit videos by Ask Jeeves. Jeeves is spelled with 2 3s. A true inventor, 15-year-old Kelvin Doe wows M.I.T. and becomes the youngest person in history to be invited to the Visiting Practitioners Program at MIT. So there's a video here.
My name is Kelvin Doe.
We're not going to get into
aka
the
DJ
video too
Focus.
much. I highly encourage you to go watch it because this kid is incredible. And I even hesitate to say kid because he's 15 years old and is smarter than I will ever hope to be. 15-year-old Kelvin Doe is an engineering whiz living in Sierra Leone.
Kelvin is
Africa,
extraordinarily talented.
Who scours the trash bins for spare parts, which he uses to build batteries, generators, and transmitters. Completely self-taught,
He's taught himself
Kelvin has
how to do
created his own
incredibly
radio station
intricate things
where he
with very,
broadcasts
very little
news and
resources.
plays music under the moniker DJ
Child.
Focus. So
We have not
he is
so much electricity.
a 15-year-old from a third world
once
country
in a week and the
who
rest of
is
the
an
month
inventor and
So
artist
I made my own
and
battery
all
to
around
power lights in
coolest
people's
person
houses.
ever.
Kelvin
Nice.
represents.
So-
He's like that kid from Wet Hot American Summer or something. No.
I don't get that reference, but yes.
I made my
He has a
own
radio
radio
show or whatever.
transmitter.
But like builds
FM station because
batteries.
we wanted to give voice to the youth.
like if you told me
It's a
like if you
generator because
put me on an
we-
island
The
with all the
generator
resources in the
supply
world
current
and
to
said
the
like,
radio station.
hey, build a battery and
This
you
is
can
the
leave, I'd be like,
and
well, I guess this is my home now.
So you're like the Gilligan to his
Three
professor.
First time leaving.
I am worse than Gilligan.
First
like
time leaving
I'm
TIL,
the
and it's tough, but it's an opportunity to.
I mean, the monkey was.
yeah.
smarter
Was
than
there a
Gilligan.
monkey on there? Like yeah.
If there was a monkey, it was always smarter than Gilligan.
All right. Oh, and also I should mention there's a guy. This guy, I believe his name is David. I don't remember his full name, but he's also from Sierra. Oh, David Senga, who is also from Sierra Leone, was very instrumental
name
in
is
bringing
David
Kevin
Moyen, that's in
to the
Sierra
MIT program.
Leone.
He's a
I'm a
PhD student.
at the MIT
there.
where we have unlimited
also, like,
freedom.
this
I wanted to.
this kid is like totally
young
the
people like Kelvin
like
also
the
have
punk
this
rock
experience.
like
DIY.
DIY like
yeah.
Uber DIY.
David has
And now he gets to go
written
to
visa
MIT,
letters,
which
found
is
places
like
for Kelvin to stay.
I don't know, whatever the
He's
like the
really
polar
got
opposite of that, but
invested
in the same
For
field
quite
still.
many years, Sierra Leone
opposite
and
of
many other
spectrum.
African countries
Sounds like a
receive
fascinating
aid.
video.
But
Yeah,
it's not
like I said, I
necessarily
highly
get
encourage you to
us
watch the whole
anywhere.
thing.
We're
It's all
not looking
very
into the
cool,
future.
and this
We're
kid
not
is
designing our
extremely
future.
impressive and will
Unless we have a
do
host
greater
of young
things
people who
than we could ever
can
imagine to do.
prove and point that here's a challenge, that here's a problem.
And if you ever
it's
wants
an
to be a
opportunity
guest
to
at a silly
solve
little
it.
internet show,
Yeah, we want
please
to be
join us.
a state of growth.
We'll have nothing to talk about. He'll just sit here and be like, "Oh, I know how this works and that works."
he'd
and
be
that
able
works."
to. Okay.
He'd be able to fix all the studio problems we have.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, guys, I got this. I made this with trash once.
He's like MacGyver.
My first
MacGyver got nothing on this kid.
Yeah.
You kidding me?
that I run
All right.
Sierra Leone, that challenges kids.
But that's enough of that. He,
think about the toughest problems
Kelvin
in their
Doe is
community
the best.
Good for that.
and
He's even got a
how
sciencey
them
name. His name's Kelvin.
Kelvin's team applied to
it's too
build
perfect.
FM radio.
All right. Next story. Another story of engineering geniuses. Submitted to the subreddit Science by Twenafish.
I'll get it.
Twenafish. Twenafish.
Sure.
Twenafish. Anyway. Nanoengineers at the University of California have designed a new form of tiny motor that can eliminate CO2 pollution from oceans. Things you've learned already. Did you know that CO2 was a problem in the oceans?
I mean, I guess.
I figured like it affects everything, but I didn't know like specifically in the ocean because it's a gas and it's in water. I figured it would just,
Yeah.
take care of it. So already solving problems I didn't even know existed. All right. The micromotors described in a new study would be powered by the environment itself, using enzymes to move around the sea, converting carbon dioxide into a solid as they swim. This is a quote from Kevin Kaufman, co-author of the study. In the future, we could potentially use these micromotors as part of a water treatment system, like a water decarbonation plant. The proof of concept micrometers use the flow of water along with a catalyst to rapidly convert carbon dioxide into calcium carbonate, which can then be stored. So they built what technically, because it uses enzymes, what technically sounds like a tiny little cyborg that swims
that's
around the
what
ocean.
Nano machines are.
I know, I'm going to add a little flavor on top of this that I don't know if any of these what I'm about to say is true, but I like it. So these little cyborgs, like RoboCop, swim around the ocean, and they eat CO2 in the water, and then they poop out calcium carbonate.
Yeah, they're
Which
like
is solid.
alchemy bots.
It is alchemy. It's totally alchemy. These guys are wizards.
Yeah.
Or technically alchemists, I guess.
Sure.
Alchemy has got to be part of wizardry.
It's
I
like
assume.
probably one of the classes that Harry Potter took.
Oh, for sure. Along with poisons, which never made any sense to me.
Potions.
Well, in potions, there was definitely you could turn to a book and find poisons.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Um,
But it wasn't like a whole class.
well, I'm saying Hogwarts is 1/4 terrorists.
Yeah.
But that's a whole. God, we're so lame. Like, there's genius. Like, there's kids building radios out of garbage, and guys making little robots that are gonna
And we're just
save
seeing
the
the
oceans.
deeper levels of Harry Potter.
Yeah, and we're just like, we don't understand it unless it's a fantasy book. But yeah, I was like, I want this to work. That'd be cool. That like tiny little robots.
And they could eventually turn those calcium carbonates into gold.
Oh, I just realized I did not have that story up the whole time. I don't think there's a... One thing it didn't say was there was no measure of scale of how big these things are. But nano
means...
I think a nanometer is like a millionth of a meter?
But nano machines are supposed to be small.
Oh, real tiny.
Like they fit inside your bloodstream.
Oh, yeah. So I imagine they just release tons of these like spores and they...
I mean, I guess I wonder what all of the calcium carbonate would add up to. What would you do with it?
Well, it becomes a solid and you can store it, but calcium carbonate is basically just, it's coral. That's what coral is made of. Oh. So it's not really going to do, like, even if you left it there, it wouldn't do tons of damage to the environment, I don't think. I mean, it would probably have some sort of effect, but you can take that out of the water, I assume, fairly easily, and then just be like, hey, we got all this
calcium chalk.
Does anyone need some calcium carbonate? Anybody? Because we got tons of it. We don't have a lot of
use for it. Yeah.
CO2 in the ocean now. You're welcome. But yeah, I support this idea. All right, enough
sciencey thing.
Enough sciencey thing. Let's watch a stupid video.
Yay!
Submitted to the subreddit GIFs by Namraka. It's just called Bored Schoolboy. This falls under the category of wait for it. So we can talk about this. So we have a schoolboy who's bored somewhere. I don't know where this video is from. I was going to step away from what I assume is his bus stop. And... oh, it's a good thing he did!
What?
Right?
What?
What possessed him to...
He didn't even see that thing.
No. That would have... We would not have shown, like, another result, and we would not have shown this video on our program. Here, I have a GIF here. We can just let loop.
That is crazy pants.
And he's not paying attention. Like, that would have been a tragedy.
He just missed this.
Right. Whatever possessed him to walk over here and kick a rock or a stick or something. This is why sometimes boredom can be good. Everyone's like, I'm bored. It's the worst. It's like, no, there's worse things than boredom. Getting hit by a BMW. That's worse than being bored.
In an interesting time.
What do you tell like how do you go home and be like, how was your day? Well,
there's that movie. Like he just had Final Destination.
Oh yes,
he just got Final Destinationed.
Also, according to
I never saw that, but I think that's what it is.
According to the timestamp, this is at like 7:30 in the morning, which is way too early to be dealing with this sort of stuff.
9:25. It was a couple days ago.
Oh yeah, we're very topical. That's kind of the point of this show.
Oh.
But yeah, that's
just want to see it one more time. Clang.
Oh.
That driver did not do well.
That's a BMW. They have good safety ratings, I think. I'm covering myself because I did not actually do any research into whether or not the driver was okay. But whatever. Like, all we know is this kid wasn't innocent, and this guy may or may not have been. He's drunk at 7:30 in the morning.
Maybe. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Not even allegedly. We just theorized.
No, I'm accusing him. I'm alleging that this man
you can
was
allege
drunk.
That.
All right. Moving on to other... Oh, this is another similar story of...
happenstance?
Near tragedy, I would say. This is submitted to subreddit...
No one likes that accident. Okay.
No. Submitted to subreddit World News by Barrick Cosmico. Is Barrick a title, you think?
Maybe.
All right. Canadian mining company Barrick Gold leaks 1 million liters of cyanide into a river in Argentina. I see that I have your attention. By Barrick's own estimations, over 1 million liters of a cyanide solution made it into the Potrerios River. Probably pronouncing that wrong. Due to a valve failure and a sluice gate being left open on September 12th. The cyanide solution is used to leach gold from processed rocks, a common method for extracting gold from ore. Despite the revised estimate, they originally thought it was like a fifth of that, and then they're like, no, it's closer to like 1 million. Barrick insists the spill will not lead to any health risk for area residents. Cyanide leaching operations have been put on hold, I would hope so, due to a judge's order since the spill. The company is currently in the process of carrying out upgrades to the mine to ensure that another spill does not take place. Good. A court-ordered investigation has established that the water supplies of the surrounding towns are safe to drink, but the tests are still ongoing and remains to be seen if the aquifers have been contaminated.
1/4 of Hogwarts are terrorists.
Are you saying that that Barrick Gold is owned by Slytherin?
Maybe. I think it's like one set of alchemists are trying to do good, right, and the other set of alchemists are trying to kill everybody. Why don't they nanobot this up? Yeah,
we're gonna miss the CO2 in our oceans if it ends up we keep dumping cyanide into our rivers. What's the worst thing you could dump into a river? You'd be like, I don't know, sewage. It's like, well, what about like the
toxic waste,
the poison that's made to kill people? Like the worst thing ever, like the kryptonite for humans.
Yeah.
What?
Like, what if someone got rocketed from this planet and their one weakness was Earth cyanide?
Well, that just makes them human. That doesn't make them a superhero.
Yeah, but like they were impervious to everything on the planet they landed on. But
that'd be that's a very specific.
Yeah, it's even harder to get than kryptonite.
Yeah, but that's being like, oh, Batman's one weakness is bullets.
Aren't they?
That's Batman's advantage is he has no weaknesses. We can talk about. We can turn.
He has emotional problems. That's a weakness.
Says you robot. But yeah, this was. I mean, it sounds so far like everything's gonna be okay, but
I don't like it.
It's 1 million liters.
And the story's not.
Oh man, I keep forgetting the switch. I'm sorry.
Buenos Aires Herald.
It was the Buenos Aires Herald published this. But yeah,
no one likes the idea of putting cyanide in water and what will die down there.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't even mention the effects on like the ecosystem. I'm sure that's going to be a problem.
Yeah.
But yeah, if someone told me like, hey, there's a river that you may or may not be able to get your drinking water from, there's now cyanide in there, I'd be like, well, we're moving. We're in Argentina, so we can only go north. So we're moving north. Let's go where there's less cyanide in our we don't need gold that badly that we're dumping cyanide.
I mean, we have alchemists next door anyway, so
yeah, work on a little tiny robot. Oh, there we go. You work on a little tiny robot that can swim through the rivers and eat the cyanide and poop out gold.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Problem solved. All right, we did it. We're scientists.
Take that, Doe.
Oh no, we're not. Kelvin Doe was like the.
He's my rival now.
No, he's the guy that executes stuff. We're just idea men. We need to have him on our team.
Okay.
Otherwise, we're just two idiots sitting on the internet talking about crazy ideas.
Well, we are just two idiots on the internet.
Next story. Okay, this is another Today I Learned, submitted by, and this is my favorite, Skadoosh.
Skadoosh.
Skadoosh. Fun to say.
Is that spelled the way I would think?
There's a hyphen in it.
Okay.
But other than that, actually, technically, I guess it's Skadoosh. It's S-K-A.
Oh, maybe they're super into the Selector or
Real
Madness.
Big Fish.
Sure.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna say Skadoosh because Skadoosh, whatever.
Skadoosh is fun to say.
I like I like the emphasis on the second one. Why are we still talking? Today I learned. I'm gonna say Mithradates because it's a Greek thing. Mithradates VI was so paranoid of being poisoned that he took small doses throughout his life to build up an immunity. When he was finally captured by the Romans, he tried to kill himself with poison, but failed because he was immune. So, I guess what happened with Mithradates was like a...
So he's like that gold spitting out nano machine, but from the ancient days.
Yeah, except he's not doing his job.
He's not spitting out gold.
He's not spitting out gold, or really like...
He's eating the poison.
Yeah, he's taking poison in, but then he just turns it into poop, I guess. Not like fancy...
That goes
not calcium
ecosystem.
chloride
Yeah.
poop.
Yeah.
So this is an excerpt from, I guess, the tale of Mithridates. I guess he was like a Greek general or something. When Mithridates saw the people of Crimea support his son over him, this was actually after he was captured by the Romans, Mithridates endeavored to take his own life, but failed because of the resistance he's built up to poison. He had to ask one of his own mercenary soldiers to kill him.
Well,
which is just the most pathetic thing in the world, where it's like, yeah, remember the poison I took? Yeah, that didn't work. I'm gonna need you to kill me.
That's sad.
But boss, like, I can't. Like, you write my checks. That's a really bad career move. But yeah, this guy tried to pull the
Princess Bride.
Yeah, the Walter Shaw in Princess, or no, I guess he didn't.
Wallace Shawn.
Wallace Shaw. Who did I say?
Walter Shaw. Walter White.
I made up a person.
Okay.
I just made up a person just now.
All right. Because chemicals.
Because chemicals. But yeah, he tried to build the immunity to iocane
I never
powder.
took chemistry.
Well, neither did Mithridates. He was just like, hey, you know that poison? Why don't you give me a little bit of that poison, and then gradually more. I'm sure it'll come in handy one day.
You know, and maybe that's how people get not allergic to things.
I guess, but also at that point, wouldn't you just retire? If I had a job where I was so afraid of like being killed that I was like, I should ingest small amounts of poison in case someone wants to give me a large amount of poison. I think I'd just be like, or maybe I could leave, like go do anything
Everybody
else.
wanted those jobs, right? Like to be emperor or whatever. He wasn't an emperor.
Yeah, it seems like, I mean, judging by, Game of Thrones, you strive your whole life to get to this position of power, and then you're there for like 6 episodes.
King of the Hill.
And yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Et tu, Brute. All right, well, we can move on. Another science one. More
sciencey.
I know, too many geniuses on this show.
What?
Well,
that makes up for us.
Right, for a show hosted by 2 idiots, we talk about geniuses way too much this episode. This is submitted to subreddit Science by Drewy Poodle. All right. For the first time, scientists have made tire-grade rubber without the processing step, vulcanization, that has been essential to inflatable tires since their invention. The resulting material heals itself and could potentially withstand the long-term pressures of driving. So, like I said, a bunch of geniuses.
Few things ruin a day faster than a flat tire. But what if getting a flat didn't mean getting a new tire? That's the promise of a new car.
Science.
Using a new simple process that avoids vulcanization altogether, the researchers chemically modified commercial rubber into a durable, elastic material that can fix itself over time. Testing showed that a cut material healed at room temperature, a property that could allow a tire to mend itself while parked. And after 8 days, the rubber could withstand the stresses of 750 pounds per square inch. Heating it, this is really weird, heating it to 212 degrees Fahrenheit for the first 10 minutes accelerated the repair process. So if you could boil your tires, that would increase it. The researchers say their product could further strengthen by adding reinforcing agents such as silica or carbon black. Yeah, so basically, a bunch of geniuses invented a rubber that heals itself, sort of like skin. This is them testing it right here. So, super stretchy, regular rubber.
We could make cyborgs out of it.
Yeah. But I was trying to combine that with the other story, with we can combine it with nanos and put little tires on them, so then they can take CO2 off the ground. God, we are not smart. We are not bright men.
They're ideas. That doesn't mean that they're bad.
No. Can you say there's no such thing as a bad idea?
They're bad. They're ideas that lead to bad results.
Yeah, there's definitely bad ideas, and we might have more than a few. More than our share of bad ideas. But you know what's a good idea?
Pizza?
Yeah, obviously. Real quick, I don't know why I thought of this, but like, you know what's the one food that bacon... Oh, you're a vegetarian. Well, I don't know if you'll appreciate this, but bacon, I'm sure you're aware.
Trendy.
People like bacon. People are fans of bacon.
It's the internet.
I know. Bacon as a meme is annoying. But bacon on pizza does nothing. Like, it does not help. It's the one food that, like, you'd think, like, bacon good, pizza great, put them together, amazing. No, not good.
I don't know. I've never tried it.
Yeah. I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
I got an internet show. I can say whatever I want. I'm crazy.
It's pizza.
All right. But we are going to literally go out on a bang this episode. This is submitted to subreddit GIFs by SeanNo01. Or it could just be Shauno. Like, that's his nickname. Like, what's up, Shauno?
All right.
Shout out Shauno.
I know a Shauno.
All right. Two chimneys collide perfectly during demolition. Let's see if I can blow this up. Come on.
Oh, literally.
No pun intended. All right, so this is some sort of demolition at a, I don't know, something that requires smokestacks, a power plant or factory of some sort. Here we go. Look at that. Absolutely nailed it.
It's like a Pixar movie about two smokestacks that are falling in love.
Oh, and just like love, it ends disastrously.
And it destroys them.
That's true.
That's what love does.
And then a building over to the right explodes. That second part was unintentional. There were people in there. It was a big trip. No, I'm kidding.
What? Why are you showing me this snuff film?
No, we don't show people dying on this show. I don't, as far as I know.
Well, we did have one.
Did we show someone die?
Not actually like their death, but we did talk about someone who died.
Oh yeah, we've talked about death before.
Okay.
Death is a part of life.
Okay.
That was really emo of me. But no, I have a commitment to not show anyone dying on this show unless it's really, really funny. It could be funny. All right, what if like an anvil drops on like the lead singer of Nickelback or something?
I would still not want to see it.
As an like, there's only so many opportunities you're gonna have to see someone die via anvil.
I still don't want to see it.
What if he was holding an umbrella at the time? Ah, see? I gotcha. All right, with that, now that we found out that Neil is a sociopath, thank you so much for watching. Be sure to comment down there.
Of the YouTubes.
Comment, like, share, favorite, subscribe, tweet. I always feel like I'm forgetting
You can
one.
post us on Reddit if you want.
Post us on Reddit. This will be up on Reddit. There'll be a link. Go upvote it. It'll be super meta. Put it on your MySpace.
Yeah.
You still have a MySpace. You didn't delete it. No one deleted theirs. I still have a MySpace, probably.
It's totally been transformed.
Yeah, it's way
I lost
different.
all of my pictures.
You should go there. It's a different town. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I'm Tyler Slayton.
I'm Neil Figuracion.
We will see you next time on the front page.
Stage 2 show.